Ready to take a walk down memory lane? Eager to experience the past in the present? Well, the Netflix gods have finally heard your plea. The giant streaming service recently unveiled its master plan to entertain audiences with a mega project called Vikings Valhalla. As the name suggests, the show will be about Vikings, which means you should prepare yourself for cinematic wars, action-filled fight scenes, and heart-wrenching bloodbaths. But is this all that Vikings Valhalla promises to offer you? We all know that every show on Netflix deals with more than just one genre, and this show will be no exception. In the following post, we will be discussing all the relevant details about Vikings Valhalla, so put your reading glasses on and let's get started. Vikings Valhalla, set in which time period? Once upon a time, we all entertained ourselves with a famous historical series called Vikings. Sadly, that cinematic joyride came to a pause as Vikings ended in 2020. Recently, Netflix decided to pick things up where Vikings left off by producing a sequel called Vikings Valhalla. The Vikings sequel will introduce us to a different world which is set 100 years after the original Vikings. As far as we know, the show's creators, Michael Hurst, envisioned the show to have a sweet nostalgic feel to it. Talking about Michael's vision, showrunner Jeb Stewart said, "I knew what he meant immediately." Showrunner Jeb Stewart had a slightly different approach as he revealed, "I did a lot of research. I got my Viking history up to the point where I could be stupid." The goal of the show is that, as we move from season to season, there's parts of it we're going to have to give up. So my goal would be, at the very end, that you suddenly look back on this incredible period in time of both shows and say, "Wow, it was really good when they were just killing those Saxons. I miss the purity of that moment." Fun fact, Stewart wanted to kickstart the series with the St. Brice's Day massacre, as he explained, saying, "For me, that had some cultural resonance and relevance for me that I felt you could start a story because we had pagan Vikings at this time and Christian Vikings. And just like in our culture, you got the Republicans and Democrats. But you go to war when there's a 9/11. Suddenly, you forget your ideology and become American, and you go out and you're one people. We gave the Vikings a reason to stop killing each other over religious differences and become Vikings again. And I thought that's a very cool place to start a new series." Vikings Valhalla release date. Vikings Valhalla will be joining the Netflix world on the 25th of January 2022. As per their usual tradition, Netflix will release all episodes of the season in one go. Viewers will be able to access the show at midnight, whereas British fans will be able to see it at 8 a.m. Initially, the production of the show was planned to start in March 2020. However, the production plans came to action in August 2020. The first Viking series was produced for the History Channel in the US, whereas viewers from the UK could stream it on Amazon Prime Video. Vikings Valhalla, the cast. In January 2021, Netflix announced its cast for Vikings Valhalla. One of our main characters of the show is Freydis Eriksdotter, who will be played by Swedish model Frida Gustavsson. Additionally, Sam Corlett will be joining the cast as Leif Eriksson. Actor Leo Suter will be taking up the role of Harald Sigurdsson, and Bradley Freegard will be appearing as King Canute. The Game of Thrones fame actor Johannes Johannesson will be playing the role of Olaf Haraldsson. Other cast members include Laura Berlin as Emma of Normandy, whereas David Oakes will be playing the role of Earl Godwin. The famous pop and jazz singer Carolyn Henderson will be also a part of the show as Jarl Hakon. Pollyanna McIntosh from The Walking Dead will also be joining the cast as Queen Elfgifu, and Asbjorn Crow Neeson will act as Jarl Kare. The production team of Vikings Valhalla includes big names like Morgan O'Sullivan, Michael Hurst, Sheila Hawken, Steve Stark, James Flynn, John Weber, Sherry Marsh, Alan Gosmar, Paul Bussieri. Vikings Valhalla, what's it about? Netflix's Vice President of Original Series, Channing Dungey, revealed the distinctive qualities of the show, saying, "Vikings Valhalla promises to be everything that fans love about the franchise. Heart-pounding, unstoppable action rooted in rich characters and dramatic storytelling that shines the light on family, loyalty, and power. According to Netflix, the Viking sequels will be set over 1,000 years ago in the early 11th century. The series chronicles the heroic adventures of some of the most famous Vikings who ever lived. The legendary explorer Leif Eriksson, his fiery, headstrong sister Freydis Eriksdotter, and the ambitious Nordic prince Harald Sigurdsson. As tensions between the Vikings and the English royals reach a bloody breaking point, and as the Vikings themselves clash over their conflicting Christian and pagan beliefs, these three Vikings begin an epic journey that will take them across oceans and through battlefields, from Kattegat to England and beyond, as they fight for survival and glory. Vikings Valhalla will be centered around the journey of Leif Eriksson, Harald Harada, and Norman King William as they blaze the new path as they fight for survival in an ever-changing and evolving Europe. Vikings Valhalla, the trailer and teaser. Vikings Valhalla's teaser has been finally released. The teaser starts with a pounding noise coming from the background, and Prince Edmund is saying, "I hear drums." Edmund's observation is corrected by Emma of Normandy, as she says, "No, shields." Following this conversation, we get to see scenes of war in action, showing Vikings with their weapons and shields, preparing to march out for the final battle. The teaser also shows King Canute of Denmark revealing the motivation of their battle, as he says, "You have been summoned here to avenge the death of Vikings." Another spine-chilling dialogue can be heard in the teaser as Harald Sigurdsson says to his companions, "This blood is not my blood. It is our blood. It is Viking blood." The trailer of the new series starts with a dramatic scene where we see Leif Eriksson sailing a ship, trying to find his way through a dangerous storm. The next scene shows Freydis Eriksdotter entering Kattegat looking for someone. Finally, it is revealed in the trailer that the English king has threatened the entire north with a warning of war, and Leif Eriksson is shown to be in a tight spot as he has to figure out whether this fight is his or not. In the following scenes, we see both parties preparing for war by focusing on strategies, ship and weapon making skills. We also see bloody, gruesome fight scenes, which, to be honest, bring spark and spice to the Vikings universe. The trailer ends and we get to see a new side of Leif Eriksson, who is mighty, angry, and is seen yelling with all his power. Jeb Stuart also discussed the production of another 8 episodes, and he revealed that the next season will have a different vibe to it, explaining the conception of the second season. Stuart said, "The same character moving through the story, progressing linearly on that path, but the characters will move and can change, and things like that. But I see it as a continuing story. But at the same time, each season has its own identity to it. When we get to season 2, hopefully we'll talk again and you'll say, 'Oh, I see exactly what you mean.' Vikings Valhalla. Will it be different from Vikings?" Many fans are speculating that there will be some connection between Vikings Valhalla and the original Viking series. Well, according to Stuart, this assumption is wrong, as the show will focus on a new set of characters who will be fighting for the English and carrying on battles to defend their pagan and Christian beliefs. If you are a Vikings fan, a lot of plot twists and turns will easily make sense to you. However, if you are a Vikings newbie, even then you won't struggle and understand the show. Most fans are eager to see old faces reappearing in the new show. Michael Hurst, who recently spoke to Entertainment Tonight, addressed this concern and explained how the show was leading up to 1066 and the invasion of England by the descendant of Rollo, so you may see the odd familiar face. We are absolutely impressed with how the new Viking series has a nostalgic Game of Thrones vibe to it. Our obsession with Vikings action scenes is a given, and it looks like the new series will supersede our expectations in this regard. Although Vikings Valhalla will be portrayed in a completely different time period, yet we are super excited to see how it will unveil the politics, relationship, and struggle of a completely new era. So there you have it, folks. We have finally revealed all secrets of the Vikings Valhalla show. We would love to hear your thoughts about the trailer and its teaser. Oh, and do let us know which actor you are most excited to see in Vikings Valhalla. Also, drop a comment in the comment section below and let us know which team you will be supporting in the Vikings battle. Stay tuned for more. Thanks for watching.